So mid-February, 2 days after my birthday, and I've had a realization that I was completely wrong about the numbers. See, I thought that to make significant money from Vice, you will need at least 3,000 people to show up live and interact with you to get a good return on your investment, right? And in the last Vice that happened with my client, that idea was completely destroyed. Completely, I was shocked. So in 10 days, we were able to make over $25,000 with an average of 29 people viewing live and 200 people on average watching the daily Vice Hangouts. So, and what was amazing, half of those people did not know my client before Vice. So they got to introduce to her through Vice, and they got to interact with her and ended up buying. What was even more amazing is that some of those purchases, and it's a $2,500 ticket, so some of those purchases came from people who never came on board and actually interacted. They never commented, they never came in on camera or no camera and asked questions. They just watched. They watched the entire thing, they took notes, they did some work, and then by the end of it, they had enough confidence in themselves and in the Vice and in the expert that they can get the results with them, and so they bought. So what I've learned from that is that you don't need a huge list to make a nice return on your investment. Really what you need is to show people that you can generate results. It's that connection that we build with each other, because I'm not going to go into the details of every transaction that happened there, but let me just say that some of those people have been viewing these experts for a while. They've never purchased, they came to live event, they interacted, they are commented, but never invested, never opened their wallet. And then after 10 days of Vice, of interaction, actually getting day-by-day results and building on their confidence, that ended up in a transaction. So what have we done? I want to show you kind of like behind the scenes, and I really want to show you the numbers because I've heard it from one of my online friends, buddies, acquaintance or something, that nowadays everything is being faked, and it's true. And so people don't believe results unless they actually see them. So obviously I can't give you access into the back end, but I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to share with you some of the activities and what we've done in order to generate these results. And what we really did is we engaged a month, 4 weeks before Vice even started, and we engaged on 3 fronts: in Facebook bot, in an email list, and in social. This client said that most of our people are in Facebook, which is why we went to Facebook and we created a bot. And we created a 6-day course that kind of led into Vice. So it kind of gave them the background of what they will need to learn before they came online. And so they learned those in 6 emails, and by the end of it, we knew that those emails are not going to get them anywhere. I mean, it will start the juices going, but it's not going to give them any results because all that information is out there. They haven't gotten results yet. What they really needed is that one-on-one interaction, that community, the fun, the experience, and building on top of each other. And so let me just show you the back end of everything that was happening. And I am going to remove some of the identifying information, of course, because, client's confidentiality. So some of this stuff is going to be hidden, but the rest of it is going to be available to you. Okay, let's start with Facebook bot. So we started in around October 1st, and we just ended, and we grew it to 301 subscribers. There were a lot of people that joined the bot and were stalkers and trolls and stuff like that, so we had to unsubscribe them. this is it. Let me show you the growth tool, the automations that we had. So we started pre-buzz interaction, and these are basically the 8 messages, the 6 days of the course that someone opted into. This was the original one. And so the way that we did that is on the thank you page, we just said, hey, instead of waiting for the emails, do you want to get that in messages? And those who said yes, they came here. And you can see really the open rates and the click-throughs, and they're very, very high. Very, very high for Facebook bot. You get a lot of interactions and a lot of conversations going on. So that was Facebook. Then let me show you our opt-in pages, because that's amazing. Most opt-in pages are relying on the 11%. 11% is considered awesome. Everything above 11%, 20% considered even better. We got an average of a 68%. 68% for an opt-in rate for an opt-in form is fascinating. And you guys are seeing the numbers. So nothing fake here. They're not huge numbers. They build on themselves. And we started from 0, and this is what we kind of worked with. Now let me show you the open rates for the emails that we had. So this is the campaign in Infusionsoft, and you can see that the open rates, we got 41% on open rates on the performance, and then 9% click-throughs, which is pretty impressive. If we're looking at the results themselves, some of the emails didn't have any click-throughs. It was just information, so there's nothing in click-throughs. But these numbers are really, 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 really good. So this is the pre-buzz. This is all the activities that we did to lead up to the Vice. So we sent email, and we interacted in Facebook bot, and we sent them to opt-in pages, and we did a few hangouts before Vice even started. So we got people to talking and getting used to interacting with us live and sharing and talking and making sure that all their technical issues were done, were good, that they can interact with us. And then we ran the 10-day Vice. Now on the 10-day Vice, let me show you the comments and the interaction. So just look at all the comments here for day 1. We have an average of about 120 comments per day. And all these comments are not from just like 1, 2, 3 people commenting. It's all interaction. Some of them are asking, how do I buy? When do I buy? And like a lot of really, really good content. And so that interaction is what increased our Google Analytics. Time spent on site increased while we were doing the 10 days. The average session was about 6 minutes. And because we are not live yet, I'm not showing it to you live right now, then these are the numbers. But here's a screenshot of what it looked like while we were doing Vice. So our analytics were, time spent on site was increasing, and the referrals were increasing, and people on the site were talking and sharing and interacting. And so by the end of it, we were able to convert for a very, very low number of people and make over $25,000. So if you're on the fence and thinking like, hey, I have an audience, I already have a program, I already sold it, but I have a lot of people who were introduced to the program and never bought. It'll be very, very nice to have a 10% conversion, 15% conversion on those people. Relaunch your course, and by the end of it, you already have an evergreen, proven funnel with a lot of interaction that is already taking place. So for example, if we were to convert this into an evergreen funnel, which is what we're doing, you already have the video, you already have your worksheets, but you can see all the interaction that is happening here, and you already have all the social proof that you need for all the people who are coming again and interacting with this video on the second time. So every day has that social proof already built in. The entire funnel is already ready for you. And you can change the call to actions, like I said, to call you right away, change the sale so it doesn't happen on day 5, but it happens on day 3. You can invite them to a conversation with you. There are many, many ways that you can take this awesome content now, repurpose it, and keep driving traffic to a funnel, a proven funnel, because you now have the numbers of what you were able to generate with it. So I was wrong. I thought that you needed thousands of people to make a nice day income, but as the last event showed us, that you don't. Even if you have 30 people showing up live and an average of 200 comments, you can still make $25,000, which I know for many of us is a nice chunk to have every 2, 3, 4 months. So I hope so my call to action to you is, if this is something that you think will serve you and your people, book a call with me. We're gonna go over your setting right now. What program do you have? How big is your audience? What are your engagement levels? And I can advise you whether or not Vice will be the right fit for you. Nowadays, everything is about engagement. If you have a big list or even a modest list and it's not working the way that you want it to, this might be the solution. We'll never know unless we talk. So give me a call and let's jump on the phone and see if Vice is the right tool for you to take your business to the next level.